Fall down, an essential subject from Vinaypedia. The goal of life is to understand VU. The Srimad Bhagavatam also confirms this. People, not knowing that VU is the supreme worshipable object, create so many worshipable objects in this material world, and therefore they fall down. The demigods live in the heavenly planets for months, years and 10,000s of years according to demigod time, and then again, after the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down to this earth. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinaycote's fall down category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 10 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. The demigods live in the heavenly planets for months, years and 10,000s of years according to demigod time, and then again, after the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down to this earth. These are the statements that can be collected from Vedic literature. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.9. 63. Those who are completely established in Krishna conscious philosophy and who therefore understand the aim of life will never take to the activities of the materialistic dog race. But if a sincere devotee somehow does fall down, the Lord corrects him and saves him from gliding down to the darkest region of hellish life. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.22. 11. An example is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and Yathantharapanyaman, SB 7.5. 31. When a blind man leads several other blind men, the result is that all of them fall down in a ditch. This is actually happening. There are many leaders to lead the ignorant public, but because every one of them is bewildered by the bodily conception of life, there is no peace and prosperity in human society. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.31. 31. Even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others, fruitive workers, etc. Because a person who has once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5. 19. Grihastas living within the jurisdiction of the temple must be especially careful not to imitate karmas by acquiring opulent clothing, food and conveyances. As far as possible, these should be avoided. A member of the temple, whether Grihasta, Brahmachar or Sannyas, must practice a life of renunciation, following in the footsteps of Haridsa and the 6 Gosvamis. Otherwise, because MY is very strong, at any time one may become a victim of MY and fall down from spiritual life. Kaitanya Karitam Ta, Antya LL 3.101. Even the mind of the advanced Yogsabdhari created such a disturbance that he lost his yogic mystic powers. Due to a restless mind, even a very advanced yog can fall down. The mind is so restless that it induces even a perfect yog to be controlled by the senses. Therefore Lord Abhadeva, for the instruction of all yogas, showed the process of quitting the body. Srimad Bhagavatam 5.6 Summary. The path of liberation is not at all secure unless one attains the devotional service of the Lord. Even if one is promoted to the impersonal Brahmajyoti, he runs every chance of falling down into this material world. If it is possible to fall down from the Brahmajyoti, which is beyond the higher planetary systems in this material world, then what can be said of the ordinary yogas and karmas who can only be elevated to the higher material planets? Thus the wives of the denizens of the higher planetary systems did not very much appreciate the results of karma, jnana and yoga. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.23. 27. If one offends an exalted personality, especially the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one certainly becomes most abominable. Bereft of the results of pious activities, one must fall down like Arva and other demons. It is therefore advised that one transcend both pious and impious activities and remain in the pure state of freedom from all designations. Sarvapti Vinirmukta Tat Paratvina Nirmalam, CC Madhya 19.170. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.10. 23. Sometimes it is found that a person interested in spiritual advancement gives up the company of material society and goes to a secluded place as recommended for the yogas especially, but that will also not help a person in spiritual advancement, for in many instances such yogas also fall down. As far as JNS are concerned, generally they fall down without taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.22. 24. In order to keep women, money is required, and to acquire money, one begs, borrows or steals. Indeed, he commits abominable acts that cause him to suffer both in this life and in the next. Consequently, illicit sex must be stopped by those who are spiritually inclined or who are on the path of spiritual realization. Many devotees fall down due to illicit sex. They may steal money and even fall down from the highly honored renounced order. Then for a livelihood they accept menial services and become beggars. Armad Bh Gavatam 5.14, 22.